But Kansai Nerolac, let's try and dissect what their quarterly performance was like. We've got Pravin Chaudhari, the MD at Kansai Nerolac Paints, joining in on the show right now. Pravin, good to have you on the numbers on the show with us, and weak set of numbers for you this quarter, right? Tell me, what was the hit like, and how is it that you anticipate things will pan out going forward?
Yeah, thanks, Aisha. Good morning to all. Thanks for having me on the show. As far as quarter four is concerned, our growth has been about 5% and EBITDA margins were flat. And if you look at, we are both into decorative and industrial. So decorative side has been slightly slow, though we have seen quarter-on-quarter uptick as far as decorative is concerned. Whereas we have delivered fairly good numbers as far as our industrial business is concerned, which is about 50%. So, but as you always, you know that, our decorative margins are slightly higher, and if decorative slightly is on a weaker side, margins suffer. And it is also, coupled with our overall investment that will increase in decorative as far as our share of voice is concerned, manpower, which is front loading has happened to counter the competition intensity, which is there right now. But as things are panning out, we believe that looking at the current market situation, things should be slightly better as we move forward in the quarter.
Competition intensity done? I mean, has it forced you to break prices down? Has it forced you to come up with more R&D products? Okay, new competition, come up with a better product. How has competition changed the landscape?
Yeah, I think as you are aware, in competition, whatever they have with the pricing and consumer offer, that is going on. But as far as we are concerned, we are not really competing on the price, but we are really focusing on our strength area, which is mainly north and east, where we are extremely strong. So we are protecting our turf very selectively. And as far as new products are concerned, definitely if you look at a contribution for new products, which are unique to category products, as we call it, has been more than 11% now, which used to be around 8% a couple of years back. So definitely there is a technology-induced play which is happening, and definitely we are trying to counter our counter competition in a stronger market.
9% margins for a business which historically has had double-digit margins. Could it get worse before it gets better? That's what everybody's trying to understand. That what is the threshold at which you would say that, look, we will not cut prices, we will not get into a price war, we will chart our own course.
Yeah, right. So Nikunj, if you look at quarter on quarter, I think, every quarter is slightly different. I mean, quarter four has been always slightly weaker compared to overall. But if you look at as a company as overall for a year, we have done about 13% EBITDA. And that has been our guidance to be between 13 and 14. And I think we are maintaining that. And beyond that, if there is anything which is to be done in terms of our new product launches or, over-indexing our industrial business, obviously that will be done so that we don't fall into this competition intensity, which is extremely high, which will remain so for some time. But I don't see that is continuing beyond, I think, half year this year.
Good morning, Mr. Chaudhary. This is Shrishti also joining in. But given your long-term plans, what I see that in the near to medium term, you're aspiring for a 14 to 15% margin and eventually plan to take it to 18 to 19% band by 2030. But Mr. Chaudhary, believe that for FY17, your peak margins were around those levels. Given the competitive intensity, what will actually drive your margins higher? Which segments will perform the best?
Right. Thank you, Srishti. So if you look at the 2030 margin guidance is basically from Japan as a group. And as far as India is concerned, our target will be aspiring towards 15% as was stated in the investor call. And obviously decorative is something which obviously will be one of the key element, and we are the sizable player as far as Japan is also concerned. But coming to industrial segment, which is also third pillar that we're now trying to build, where with our global technology availability, there are a lot of premium offerings that we can offer to Indian market, which has not been done so far. And that's the play where actually we'll enter now, the resourcing will happen there. And we believe that along with the operational efficiency improvement, I think we should be aspiring to achieve the target which has been set in the midterm.
I wanted to understand from you was, given that you have a lot more exposure to the auto segment, industrials, etc., maybe from your vantage point, help us understand how things are moving towards within the auto industry.
Yeah. So auto last year did pretty okay, and we have gained market share with our innovative offerings and new product technology that we have given. April has started slightly on a weaker note, but we believe that given the situation panned out last year, also things should be better as a mix of automotive is concerned, where two-wheelers are believed to be slightly doing better this year, and auto should be sustaining growth of whatever 2 to 3% is what CM is quoting. So if that happens, I think we should be still in the reasonable space, and kind of technology offering that you have lined up, I think we should be in a better position as far as auto is concerned.
At what point in time the crude benefit would kick in your balance sheet? I mean, is it $50, $55? When do you start cutting prices?
Yeah, so Nikunj, crude as it is moving down, our dollar unfortunately is inching up. So crude is down by about 5% and dollar is gone up by 4%. So really there's nothing significant that is changing, and given current geopolitical situation, we don't know how it will pan out. But yes, I think a level below this, I think should definitely help us, having margin accretive business going further.
Okay, great to have you then on the show. Thank you so much for your time today, Pravin, and helping us understand how exactly things are looking for the paint sector and, of course, for Kansai Nerolac in particular.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.